Welcome to the It's All Bullshit podcast. You are in the right space if you are desiring truth, to live in alignment, to live in your own sovereignty, and to literally connect in with messages and podcasts that are in that alignment as well. This podcast is going to expose it all. We do not hold back. We bring in all the concepts when it comes to the aspect of truth, and we call bullshit on all the things that are going on in that transparency in the world. So if you enjoy this kind of shit, welcome to the It's All Bullshit podcast, hosted by yours truly, Colleen Lindberg. What is up, beautiful humans, and welcome back to the It's All Bullshit podcast. Apparently, I've been on hiatus, and not like a chosen hiatus, like not like, oh, I'm going to purposely stop now for a moment. No, I don't even know where the fuck time has gone. Like, I have no idea right now what's been transpiring in the universal plane and where time is. Okay, so let's just be real and honest about that. When I moved into the place I was in at the beginning of May in Santa Ana, life just shifted. I was in this like vortex, serving clients, doing the things, being all in life, but something was inhibiting me from fully stepping in to my full-on evolution. And like a week ago, I literally moved out of that apartment, found another Airbnb for just a short period of time. And now we've been in this other Airbnb and we're here now for 3 more weeks, grounding into this energetic space. And I feel like I've come back alive. So I don't know about some of you and what kind of journeys you've been on over the last month, but it's like we are at this massive precipice of shifting. And a couple of the key dynamics that I just feel called right now to speak into in the space of, which I wasn't going to talk into, but apparently this channeling into the space today is what's coming through, is this paying attention to the evolution, that we're being asked to step forward and not move backwards. And where in your life are you actually making that move right now to actually be in front of the things instead of being like survival mode, trying to fucking gather this shit, you know? And this has been a protocol, a procedure, let's just say, that's been transpiring in my energetic world and in my space, and really allowing ourselves to lock it down. Now, a couple of the key things that I want to just state in connection with this podcast, I'm just going to keep riffing, okay? And maybe it'll show up weekly, and maybe it'll show up bi-weekly, and maybe it'll show up twice a week, 1 week, but I'm just going to keep showing up here. I'm just going to keep landing in the space. I'm just going to keep being with you. I'm just going to keep showing up when this is going to land, and I will. A lot of procedural strategies are coming into play for me for the month of June, and I will be locked in and fired the fuck up with you coming through this month. I already know it's going to maneuver, it's going to land, we're going to juicify some shit. But I don't know, I needed to go through almost this like rehashing, rebirthing of energy in order to get here. And if you've been following my journey to any degree over the last few years, you'll know that I've been fucking shedding and rebirthing and doing all the fucking things for a long fucking time. Okay. And I don't know if we'll ever stop. Like, I don't know if we'll ever hit a pause button on it. I feel like we're going to have more peace around it. It won't be as chaotic. We'll be able to witness it and see it and be with it, you know, in different landscapes, but there will always be that portion of us that's dismantling, the portion of us that's experiencing, the portion of us that's living in this juicy energy of evolution. Because that's why we're fucking here, right? We're here to evolve. We're here to learn. We're here to grow. The challenge we have is that, ooh, I'm going to move some energy through for somebody today. There you go. Those of you that don't know, when I'm clearing energy, I'm yawning, burping, coughing, and sneezing. I have four. I don't even know. I guess burping isn't one of the seven dwarfs, but maybe it should be. But I have pretty much, my physical body goes through these energetic calibrations in the space of stuff, and it releases through my body, which is really interesting how it processes so quickly through me to get out into the world and to transmute itself into the space of things. But let's get back into this evolution conversation. It's like, we are here to learn. We are here to grow. We are here to connect in deeper. And most of humanity is stuck in timelines that are keeping them looping in the fucking ceilings that are transpiring in their world right now. And we are being asked and called to step into spaces in our evolution right now that are going to move us forward in our dimensional soul-based timelines. And I just want to say this out loud for you, because this is an imperative piece to witness in your own life, to be like, where are you stopping this from happening? Where are you still in old identity? Where are you still playing out in the timelines that you know are closed, like relationships or certain habits and choices that you're making in your world? I did a massive, massive cord cutting on identity this morning for myself. And I'm going to drop it into my Wild Money Honey portal, which is like a mini mind that I'm leading, and I'm going to move it through in connection with money for them. But you could effectively do this for any part of your life. If you are desiring to shift into identity in your health or in your relationships or in your business as the leader that you are, or your stories with money, or any of these landscapes, you could effectively make a choice right now and decide to change this in your world by cutting the energetic cord and stepping forward into the life and identity of that version of you. We can easily make this roll out. We can easily do this in the play of our evolution. And this is coming back again to the conversations of choice. It's coming back again to the conversations of this space within our own evolution of how we're showing up in the world and what does this mean for us as we maneuver forward into this landscape in space in our world. And I just need to do one thing that I forgot to do before I hit start. Okay, there we go. I just want to pull this up into the space of everything because I want AI to create a summary as to what this conversation was so I can even get better in my descriptions on the podcast for you guys to be able to find stuff that you desire to move within. And I just had to find the button because it was buried on my screen. If some of you guys are watching this on YouTube, it's like a whole play. That's a whole other thing. Like my computer graphics on my laptop died, and I don't have enough space in my timeline to drop my computer off to get fixed somewhere. So I have to wait for a new computer to come in. And it's all amazing in its context. So resourcefulness is a key element in my world. And I just said to Spirit and God the other day, I'm like, look, I've proven out my resourcefulness to you guys multiple times. We don't need any more any more tests on this. Okay. Like I can figure shit out when stuff is happening in the space of things. And I'm good with these lessons. Like I'm good in this landscape. So I wanted to come in here today and never mind all the context of what I just even spoke into to really land in your energetic field that you've got to play within your own timelines here. You've got to make decisions for yourself that land you into the context of how you desire to live your life, not how someone else is going to dictate it, not how someone else is going to position it for you, not how someone else is going to lead your life for you, but in your own context. So this podcast is literally a representation of that. It's like, I don't feel called at this moment to say to you every Thursday it's going to fucking launch. Will I try to? Yeah, it'll be amazing if I can get that to happen. And would it be connected that way and consistent and all the things? Yes. And I believe in that in context to some of the spaces of things. But I also believe that sometimes if the energy is just off to create a certain consistency that the world thinks I need to be in, then the energy is off and I'm going to go play in my own timeline world. And some of you need to figure out this groove within your own life as well, whether it's your business structure, your content, how you're showing up. Internally, we have a blueprint playing out in the infrastructure of the world. It's an energetic blueprint, it's a commitment blueprint, it's a soul blueprint, it's our contract to be in this lifetime here. Our contract to show up, to play the game, to be in the space of this, to be within our evolution. And every single one of us is different. Now, we can glean parts of this contract from other people. We can be inspired by someone else's content. We can step up into this landscape and be all in this energetic capacity in the fields of everything. But there's a frequency of our own uniqueness that has to weave through everything, or else we're not landing where we need to be. We're not in massive impact where we need to be. We're not actually serving our clients in the depth that we can serve them. And we also are not making the money that is ours to make because of the fact that all of this is like surface level. All of this is wavering. All of this is someone else's frequency. And when you let that land in your energetic field, I want to call you into today's conversation about your own space and timeline. I talk about this often, but is your business built in your own frequency or built in someone else's? Is your lifestyle aligned for you or someone else's? Is your spaciousness, your living conditions based in the space that you desire to be within? So I have been in this restructuring energy, let's just call it. And I got some shit coming up. It's going to be really fun to follow me throughout the month of July of this year. Obviously, whenever you listen to the podcast, you're going to listen to the podcast, but I'm going to have some things to chat about. So I was supposed to be rooted and grounded in Santa Ana, locked down until I make a move back into North America once my visas come into play. That was the intention. That's where we started out at the end of March. Okay. It's now June the 1st, which is where I'm recording this video, 2026. I have I gave up that long-term rental because the energy was fucking off. We moved into a short-term rental. I'll have one more rental before I leave to go to Austin to tap out for a couple of days. And then when I come back, I've rented a vehicle for a month, and Lily and I are going to road trip it for a month all the way through Costa Rica down on the north side, northwest side. So La Fortuna, Tamarindo, Monteverde, Nosora, and then we're going to go down to Santa Teresa. And I don't know what the timeline's going to look like yet. I haven't tapped into any of that. I'm going to follow the grid, my own frequency as to the evolution. The timeline will dictate. There's a couple key spots I want to make sure I hit up, like walking the cloud forest. I want to go see the volcano. There's this like turquoise river that's down in there called Rio Celeste. I want to go visit all those places in the space of that. I'm going to actually tourist Costa Rica. Now, if I was living within the timeline that I thought in solidarity and not fucking paying attention in my world, this wouldn't have come to life. I would have staying in a frequency of that apartment that didn't fucking serve me. I would have diminished myself into the space to fit in. I wouldn't have made the moves. But luckily, A, I'm super fucking tuned in, and B, I've got some powerful fucking people in my world where my girlfriend said to me, "You need to get your fucking ass out of there now." I fucking listened and we made the move. And then all of a sudden, this infrastructure started to come to life. The place I desire to actually live within is available in August. And so I will then pick up my other girlfriend who lives in the town I used to live in, and we'll go visit her for a week or two down into that space and go do life there till I come back into the city. And then Lily and I will ground in. But this is my frequency. This is my timeline. This is the space that I get to play within. And if I'm not fucking paying attention and I am trying to conform and I'm in a space of like, well, you need to ground and be solid and all this shit. Then when I said this to my mom, she's like, can I get that Life 360 app again? Because she's going to follow me because I'm doing it obviously on my own. However, I do still have my machete and I will be. So this is the context I was bringing into play is that I am literally diminishing stuff in my world. I got a storage unit. So a lot of my stuff I don't need right now is in there. However, I have a certain calibration of frequency that I love. I have my coffee maker and my coffee, and I have a process. I have this like little bin that sits on the side beside my coffee maker that has my collagen in it. It has, some other supplements that I like to take. It has honey. It has and I like mason jars to put my coffee in. There's just something bougie about this. And I will not give up this frequency. So I have a specific bin that's going to come into the car that will have all my cutlery, my knives, because I find that a lot of places have shitty shit like that. None of them have a cheese grater, and I love Parmesan cheese and just cheese in general. I always get raw dairy. So I've got that. I've got a strainer. No fucking place has strainers, and I use them to like clean vegetables and fruits and all those kinds of things. Um, I also have my favorite bowl that I love to eat out of, and my favorite coffee mug, and all my stainless steel pots and pans. Because I'm like, I am not moving through diminishing my quality of life because of the fact that I'm going to be nomading. So I'm purposely positioning the fact that I have a couple of key things that are coming with us. I've got Lily's bag, which has all of Lily's stuff in it. I have my suitcase that will have all of my homeopathy and all my stuff that I need and supplemental stuff and clothing that will last. All of my like toiletries and all that stuff. So it's super easy to maneuver. I always bring my own pillows. I have my own throw blanket. I have a throw blanket for Lily for the bed. That's all coming with me. And I also have a blanket that I bring with me everywhere for couches. Just because like, I don't know whose fucking ass was sitting on that couch before me. So every time I leave a place, I wash the blanket. It's brand new when we get into the new place. It all fucking works. And I have this system that maybe some people would say I'm anal. Now, granted, I'm not getting on and off an airplane. So I have more accessibility to be able to bring stuff. I will have my cooler filled with my essentials that I need. And I will keep bringing them with me because I don't know where I'm going to be able to get some of the stuff that I desire to lead my life with. This is a frequency tap in, though. This is a choice that I make in my own blueprinted timeline to execute. The same thing happens in business. Where I desire to put content, how do I desire to show up in the world? What does this mean for me in connection of self? And it's like all of us are being asked to hone in on this and to own this in timing and in infrastructure and in magnetism and how we show up in the world. And a lot of us right now are resisting this. We're deciding that it's better suited over here instead of listening to spirit, that we need to launch over here instead of actually doing the things that we need to be doing, or that it's like I am in a massive calibration upheaval right now, and I have been fucking around for a while. And it's like God said to me this morning when I was doing that identity cord cutting, it's like, there's no fucking around anymore. You're in it now. Okay, you've been fucking playing all your games for the last 2 months and doing your thing and grounding into the fucking city and whatevering over here. But now it's time to fucking root. Like you're done playing over there. It's time to root in. And I breathe into that in the space of, I know I can hold it because it's meant for me. It's already in me. I just have to flip the switch and it's done. And so today I'm flipping the switch. I showed up here, I hit record. I've got to go eat some food right now before I get this up into the world and start to actually co-create with the universe and get the things up I need to get up. But it's like we are now being called into the essence of the work, the true essence of us, the true impact, the true dynamic. You are. I am. We all are. And the more we step up into this pathway, the more the pathway becomes expansive, the more people we get to serve, the brighter the light, the ripple effect that goes into the world. And that's where we're at in humanity right now. That's the space that we're in. And it's like you have a job to do. You do. Wherever that is. PTAs in your relationship, in fucking business, everybody's different. But you have a job to do. And it's time for you now to step up behind your job and fucking action. And that's the message today. That's it. Around all my crazy ass stories in the space of things, it's going to be really fun to dive into podcasting while I'm on the road, because I just feel like the adventure of a month being on a road trip, especially in Costa Rica, is going to bring in some dimensions. And I can't wait to share those dimensions with you as I move through. And we'll see what lands and where I'm at and how this all shows up in the field of everything, because this is the possibility we have right now in our landscape. So what do you truly desire? And how are you leading in that? I love you guys. I'll see you in the next episode. Well, I hope you enjoyed that episode. And we just ask that if you feel called, share this out on social, send it to a friend, help us promote the podcast. The more hands this gets into, the more conversations we get to have in the truth. And for some of you that have been inquiring, Colleen Lindberg is a soul mission activator, shadow alchemist, and she's also a really badass business alignment strategist. So if you desire that kind of stuff in your world and you're like, shit, I want to have a conversation with her, come find her on Instagram, send her a DM, send me a DM, actually. I don't know why I'm talking in the third person. And let's get her done, man. This is all about discovering the truth within ourselves and owning our power as we move through the world. So I look forward to hearing you, seeing you, feeling you, doing all the juicy shit in the next episode together. And we'll see you then.